Hello, thank you so much for joining me on another Lenway Pet Collective interview. My name is Michelle with Pets in Focus, and I'm super excited to be here with Camryn from Stitch and Sawdust. I met Camryn through a local friend. Yeah, and we were looking for vendors for the pet parade a couple years ago. You were one of our most successful vendors.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, probably hampered a little bit by lightning the first year.
The first year was cut a little short, but still met a lot of good people and had a lot of cute puppies.
Absolutely. So. That's a good Saturday if you ask me. Well, tell me a little bit about you, Camryn, your business, your family, of course, your beautiful dog.
So my husband and I live in Toledo, Ohio, so not very far from the Tecumseh area at all. Yep. And I have lots of friends in the Tecumseh area, so I'm here routinely. My husband is a pipe fitter, and I've worked in education for 19 years.
Wow.
Together we have 3 dogs. We have a husky, Nikita. We also have a German Shorthair Pointer, Dresden, and a corgi with lots of attitude named Nymeria.
I think they usually do. The corgis that I've met.
Lots of personality.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I know that you're a full-time teacher, so what inspired you to start Stitch and Sawdust? And was there a specific moment or an experience where you were like, this is what I got to do?
I had always done lots of crafty things, growing up, counter cross stitch, did some ceramic painting. There was a brief moment when I thought I'd try to knit, and I'm pretty sure that scarf is still about this big.
Mine too.
Just didn't work out. And then after we got our dog Nikita, I had looked for bandanas and clothes for dogs, and I just found that they don't really make clothes for big dogs.
They don't.
And even bandanas for big dogs were few and far between. They were all kind of geared towards the tiny dogs.
Yep.
And I wanted something for my big pretty girl.
Yeah.
So I actually asked my husband for a sewing machine for Valentine's Day. And
you are my people.
And then I had no idea how to use it, so I had to have my mom come visit me, and she showed me, because she used to make a lot of our clothes as kids growing up, and very just cool. Different things. So she showed me how to make some bandanas for my dog, and then I had a friend ask if I would make one for her dog, and then it all just kind of grew out of that experience.
That's awesome. When I was talking to people that I knew about vendors that they might want, Amy is the mutual friend's name, and she said, you got to try to get Camryn because her bow ties are big enough for Dutch.
Her Goldens.
Yes, Dutch and Ellie. Yes. And so even everybody knows I have wiener dogs, and my one fluffy guy, Teddy, I'll put a picture of him below the interview.
Oh, yeah.
I bought even the bigger one because he's so fluffy and furry, and it's the only one that sticks out. Yeah. So that's awesome. I didn't know that that's how you decided to start. So very cool. Well, I mean, I guess that kind of plays into my next question, which is what sets your bandanas and bow ties and all of this stuff apart, from the rest of the market? Because there's a lot of people that make bandanas.
Yes.
Lots of people doing side hustles. Yes. So why are you different?
So again, I like to do a variety of different sizes, because again, I felt most of the things that I was seeing, out and about were geared more towards the smaller dogs.
Yeah, the larges are corgi sized.
Yes, and that's just, I'm okay, that's not going to work.
Right.
So I again wanted to make things for kind of bigger dogs, more or less. And I started there, and then I wanted things to be kind of versatile. Yeah. So all of my bandanas are 2-sided, which kind of makes it so it's 2 in 1.
Absolutely.
And that's even kind of more fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then my bow ties, I kind of make them in 2 different sizes, and just again want people to have options.
Yeah.
From the little puppies to the big fluffy puppies.
Well,
so they all can look cute.
What I like about your bow ties is that you just put this little loop, which is so simple, but you can put it on whatever collar you want.
And then the puppy doesn't even know they're wearing it.
Right.
Which is good.
Oh, Teddy knows. But
my corgi is 1.5 years, and we thought okay, she's kind of out of that puppy stage, but not really, and everything still goes in her mouth. So I try desperately to get her to wear cute bandanas, and she still is so I'm nope, that's not going to work. But the bow tie, she doesn't even know. She's okay.
Oh, I'm amazed at the fact that Teddy can get his mouth somehow around the bow tie while it's on him.
They're impressive. They find ways.
He's way smarter than I am, apparently. One thing that I like about you, when I was thinking about this question, the answer that I had for you was in your Facebook group, where you kind of advertise all of your stuff and come up with your ideas, is you really care what people want. And that's different. You know, a lot of people, they just buy whatever fabric, maybe at Joann's and you know, wherever your supplier is, and then they just make them. And but you ask people, hey, is this something that you would like? Do you want this on the backside, or does this look cute, or you know, come up with stuff.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
I like to get their input because again, you know, they're going to put it on, you know, hopefully their dogs too. So I want them to find something that they like, just like I like to find things that I like for mine.
Yeah.
And I'm actually getting ready because, you know, I'm done with the 2023 craft season, but already kind of gearing up for 2024. So I was like already kind of thinking, I was like, all right, I should throw that out there. Like, all right, what is everybody interested in? And then I kind of like that challenge. Like, okay, you really want flamingos. Let me find a really cute flamingo pattern or something like that.
Yeah, it's cool. And it's just, it makes it more interactive and it makes it more personal. And basically you can custom make anything somebody wants.
I like the challenge.
Yeah.
It's fun for me.
On your Facebook, you have this really cool, like, package where you can get a bandana and a scrunchie to match. That's my favorite.
Because we like to match too.
Absolutely. Teddy would wear any of this stuff. Oh, it's so funny. Just, you know, the differences in dogs.
I have a lot of fun with it.
Oh yeah. And I know all of your clients do too, because I see all their pictures on Facebook.
And that's one thing I love too. Like I always encourage people, you know, use the Facebook page to, you know, you can, you know, reserve or claim, you know, product. You can make requests. But I love it when people share pictures of their, you know, dogs and even cats. We have a surprising number of cats now too.
I didn't know that.
Modeling, little cats with little bow ties, and I have a few that even wear the small bandanas.
Oh, that's
My
impressive.
cat never would have, but quite a few of them do.
Most cats that I meet, I don't think would wear them.
Mine was not a fan. I tried several times.
Well,
I love seeing everybody's cute fur babies all dressed up.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the best part of your Facebook group.
I agree.
Just follow it just for that.
It's the best thing on the internet today.
Do you have any favorite like success stories or like really memorable experiences that you could share? Something that comes to mind?
My very, very first show, I had absolutely no idea
None of us
the
do.
reaction would be. I was like, you know, I've had a lot of fun making them, but then I'm like showing up like, okay, how are people going to react?
Please,
and it was just,
please purchase
this. It was like, do you like it? Do you please?
Yeah.
And it was so much fun and it was such a success.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that I enjoyed the most is the people that have come back like over and over again. Like I have a couple shows at this point that I've done, you know, 3, 4, 5 years in a row.
Yeah. And
the same people will come back to see me every single year with their dogs. And I absolutely love that. So I've gotten to like kind of make little side friendships. Yeah. And like I know them, I know their dogs. Like it's great. Yeah. So it's a lot of fun for me.
I get that with pet photography too. It's so fun. You know, people one of the reasons I started the Runaway Pet Collective is because when I moved here, I didn't know anybody. I had no idea like where the pet scene was, and like that's my thing. Like
mine too.
Right. Clearly, like we are the right people. And so that's why I started this, to see like, you know, I would have never known. My dogs, Oscar and Max, I don't know if they loved it, but they tolerated all kinds of things, from costumes and bandanas and bow ties and everything. And so I would have never been able to meet you. Yeah. So that's why I think this is a fun place. And just like you're talking about at the craft shows, like I meet all these people that are interested in this stuff. They just don't know where to go. Yeah, there are people. Yes. So that's awesome. Okay, well, all this being said, tell the audience where we can find you online, and your craft shows. You mentioned several of them you do every year. So tell me, how can we buy these from you?
So I do have a Facebook page, Stitch Sawdust. And like I said earlier, people join, they post pictures of their dogs modeling, they make requests. Every time I get new fabric or I have a group of bandanas finished, I'll post them. Yeah. And people can, you know, claim whatever it is that they want, or again, they can make suggestions of, hey, can you do this next time? So a lot of people interact with me through that page. Yeah.
And you ship as well, right?
Yes. I do local meetups. I ship. I do pretty much whatever people need.
And even though you're in Toledo, Tecumseh is a local meetup, because you said you're up here all the time.
Yes. So, yeah. Okay. I teach in Michigan, or work in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so I have friends all over the place, and if I can work things out, I'll work things out. So
awesome.
But I've now done the Tecumseh Pet Parade show the last 2 years. Yep. I've also done down in Toledo. I've done the Wild About Art at the Toledo Zoo, which is a lot of fun. I'm always right across from the penguins, which
awesome.
Aside from dogs, penguins are my favorite. I've done the Sylvania Fall Fest the last couple of years, and I also do Bark in the Park down in Maumee to benefit the like Toledo, Lucas County Humane Societies.
Awesome.
So it's a fun thing.
Thank you.
I like it.
Yeah, this is an awesome business. You do awesome work. Your
Thank
stuff
you so
is super durable. Like I've had teddies for several months now and it still looks brand new. So
My girls always have bow ties and they've been washed more times than I even know. And
yeah,
they always come out still looking good. So
there you go. That's a sign of a quality product.
Thank you.
All right. Well, guys, definitely visit Camryn in her Facebook group. Just search Stitch and Sawdust. And it's like a little black logo with like a little saw blade.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really cute. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me on another interview. This was really fun and we'll see you next time.